story? What are we going to be good at? On the Bentley estate, one British tradition survives. Young men here wear these gloves and headguards as a kind of badge, separating them from what's on offer on the streets.
I know a lot of my friends do, like antisocial stuff, so I'm just not with them. I'm in the gym while they're out doing stupid things on the streets. Really.
All us four have been college, and some of us are going to university. Young Joe's trying to go to university. I've been university, so we're all educated. Keeps us off the streets, really, and keeps us fit.
Some of these young men's fathers trained here, and they're all acutely aware of the change that's taken place.
All my friends are struggling with money. I myself, to be honest, and I've noticed it, especially with the credit crunch now.
Is Stoke a hopeful place?
Yeah, I'd say so.
The potential.
Yeah, there is potential.
And what's the potential for?
There's not bad people from Stoke, but there's not enough money in the city. I don't think. When certain places that you go to, it's like there's some places you go and it's nice, and it's just around the corner. It's so much different around the corner, and it's just you can't believe it's the same place, really.
What would you do to put that right?
Need evening out.
Spread the money.
Yeah.
Not all in one place.
The local statistics show what they're up against. Teenage pregnancies 50% above the national average, 1 in 11 babies born underweight, male life expectancy 3 years below the national average. Now, the challenge is to work out where all this talent and energy fits into a globalised world. With the collapse of finance, we're now regretting that we let manufacturing go. You can't go back in time, but could the past be an inspiration? It looks picturesque now, but in the 1770s, canals were like the internet, a revolutionary new network that enabled new technologies that everybody wanted to be part of. And Stoke exists because somebody said, this new age is happening, let's be part of it. In fact, let's do it first. The issue for the UK economy now is what's the equivalent? Because it can't just be supermarkets and call centres.
There were 3 keys to Britain's industrial revolution. A massive decentralisation of investment capital. Lots of people around Britain had money and they were prepared to invest in new technology and manufacturing. There was lots of innovation, lots of entrepreneurs. There was the 19th century equivalent of the internet, which was periodicals. Those innovators could read what had worked and hadn't worked in other industries. But if you look at Britain now, do you have wide decentralisation of capital? Do you hell? Do you have a wide decentralisation of innovators and groups who want to invest? Do you hell? Do you have that knowledge tree through which we can learn what works? Yes, we do. And how much more so than the 19th century?
There are signs that the world is going through a third industrial revolution to do with high-tech, low-carbon and a globalised labour market. To me, it looks like we're lacking a vision of where Britain fits in. In a landscape of wind turbines, we don't even make them. Is there a danger that part of the UK workforce just gets left behind by globalisation?
I think there's not merely a danger. I think that is, if you're having to put a bet on it, the huge probability we're facing as a country. And what will result from that? Evidently, lower standards of living, lower levels of wealth creation, and we will become disconnected and never connected world.
I'm travelling west now into Wales in search of answers. Even the vast Port Talbot steelworks is now Indian-owned and constantly hangs by a thread in the global market. Beyond this last western outpost of heavy industry, you begin to get a sense of what a post-industrial era might involve. I've come to West Wales to meet business people with a radical new idea of how to do things. But this place is littered with the relics of industries that found themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you know how to read the British landscape, you can see the rise and fall of economic models. And when they fall, this happens. And in a globalised world, this can happen to countries. Now, what I've seen on my journey, the decline of social mobility, the decline of some towns and of industry, suggests to me that the UK itself might have to look for a new model.